Okay, so welcome back. Here we're going to apply the rhythm we spoke about at the end of the last video to this song, Brown Eyed Girl. Now, as you can see, this isn't written in here on your sheet, but I've just written in the rhythm. It just helps, I suppose. You're just looking at one sheet, so maybe you might just want to write it over. I'd suggest writing it in pencil because we might change this at a later date, or you might want to change it yourself at a later date. Okay. So hopefully you've got the hang of these four chords, G, C, D and E minor, and you've been moving around. So I suppose the next thing is to add the right hand rhythm to the song, just to make it sound a bit nicer. Now, I didn't mention this in the last video, but your right hand technique, I don't want your arm moving. I'll show you this. Don't want your arm moving from the elbow up and down. It's not a good movement. It doesn't sound very nice when you're strumming like that. It can be a very harsh sounding strum. You will see people doing it, but if you kind of watch the guys who are really good, they tend to move. It's a wrist movement, and for me, the way I can best describe it is it's your wrists kind of relaxed or in a straight position, and if you just relax it like that, you'll see that the pick, it just moves straight down. So it's just like you relax the wrist, it goes down, and you bring it back up. So my down strum isn't forced ever. It's just I'm letting gravity kind of drop it down. So if I show you that there, so I'm not really forcing that, and then the up, I'm just pulling it back up. So there will be a tiny bit of movement in the arm, but very little. So you can see it's all in the wrist and the right hand. Okay, so the rhythm very quickly again was this. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4 and okay. So you can see I've drawn kind of broken arrows in between the 1 and the 2, which indicate the ands, because in the rhythm our hands are going 1, 2, 3 and 4, and so it's down. So it's just a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So basically I just leave out the ups on the 1 and the 2, and that gives us our different rhythm. Okay, so I'll just throw on the metronome here quickly. I think around 70 again. It's a kind of a nice slow enough rhythm. Now I understand as well, I'm just going to show this as a demonstration. I understand you guys would probably be having hassle changing between the chords. I'll have a video up about that as well to show you how to quickly eliminate how to get the changes quicker. Okay, so if we start off with this, so I'm just going to play the rhythm and the song once through. 3, 4 and and you see there I've ended the song on a G. I've just played that through. That's once the song goes around a good couple of times. That ending on the G, that's the key of the song. So usually a good way to end this tune is, I'll just play this a little bit faster, is you kind of, when you're playing it by yourself, just slow down the last two chords, which would be the last two bars down here, which are your G and your D, and you 9 times out of 10 the first chord of the song is generally the key of the song. That's not always the case, but usually it is. Usually it's a safe bet. So I'll end on that G. Okay, so I'm just going to play this second section once through, a little bit faster, kind of closer to the actual speed. So okay, so that gives you kind of a nice ending to the song. So just work around with that. Just and be patient with your chord changes. It's just getting your fingers used to it. The next video I'll explain kind of a few kind of ways around these chord changes.